Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very overdue episode of Clay Loves Logic. Where on this channel, I solve logic-based Sudoku puzzles I find interesting. Terribly sorry about the delay. I've been in Nashville for work. When I got back, I was very slammed trying to play catch-up. And yeah, life's been very busy, so I have been behind, and I do apologize. I hope to be back to my normal cadence. Today, I'm going to be looking at the puzzle Cake and a Cocktail by shadow-nexus. As always, I'll put this puzzle in the link of, or in the description of the video, so you can give it a try if you'd like. But for now, let's turn our attention to the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. You have to have the digits 1 to 9 in every 3x3 box, in every row, and every column. We have German whisper lines. So we know that digits on a German whisper line have a difference of at least 5, i.e. if this is 4, this would be 9. This could be 3, this could be 8, this could be 2, anything like that. There's a few tricks we know about German whispers, which we will get into as we progress through the puzzle. We have an inequality sign. So the cell with the cells, the less than symbol between two cells points to the smaller digit. Yeah, this digit is smaller than this one. That's what that's saying. And then cells separated by a black dot have digits in a 1 to 2 ratio. And that's where we're going to start the puzzle. Because if we, the thing about German whispers is they Bart, that's not nice. They share polarity, don't they? They kind of hinge around the 5 because you can't put a 5 on a German whisper. If you put a 5 on it, what do you put beside it? 0 or 10 at least, none of which are valid Sudoku digits. So there's no 5. So lines on a German whisper alternate in polarity, i.e., if this one's high, this one's going to be low, which makes this one going to be high. This one's going to be low. So we can see whether or not these are high or low. They share their polarity. What that means is they need to be low, don't they? Because you can't double a high digit and get a valid Sudoku digit. You can only have 1, 2, and 4 here. Isn't that true? It is, right? And the thing about 4 is 4 is a monogamous digit in German whispers. And what that means is it can only have a 9 on its side. So this cannot be a 4. If this digit was a 4, we'd have to have 2 9s. 6s and 4s are both monogamous because they only have one friend. You can only put a 9 beside a 4. You can only put 6s, or you can only put 1s beside 6s. So we can see that this has to just be 1 or 2. And this one obviously can't be 2. So this can only be 1 or 4. And that's going to be enough to start solving the puzzle. This digit here is going to have at least a 2 on one side of it. So it has to be 7, 8, or 9. This can't be 6 for the same reason that, this one couldn't be 4. If this is 6, it would require double 1s. So this is a low digit, and now it's only 1 or 3 because 2 and 4 are already in here. So this is 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 3. Now, this digit potentially, it could have 1. Well, isn't it true that no matter what you do here, you'll have a 1, 3 or a 1, 4? That is true. You can't have double 1s. So you have to have one of those high digits. So this has to just be 8 or 9 because it's always going to see at least a 3. 8 or 9, this is 1, 2, 3. Can't be 4 because you can't have double 9s. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, 3. This is Oh, I see. 7, 8, 9. And then this is 1, 2, 3. Again, it can't be 4. We can't have double 9s. It can't be, neither of these could be 6 because we'd have double 1s in either place. So now we have a 1, 2, 3 pair, and we have a 7, 8, 9 pair. And we can't put a 4 here or here because of this 4. So we get a 4, and then these two digits are from 5 and 6. And then isn't this 7, 8? This is 7, 8, 9 as well now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is from this is 7, 8, or 9. Okay, good start. A 2. Oh, I guess the 2 could be there. Well, let's think. Oh, we have a 7, 8, 9 pair. So these digits are going to be everything left. Maybe let's think about 5, because we know we can't put 5 on German whispers. So a 5 somewhere there, and lots of options for a 5 here. Lots of options for a 5 there. Yeah, there's still quite a few options for where 5 can go. So maybe that's not the spot that's useful. But could any of these be 4s or 6s? And right now I'm going to say no, they can't, because the only time you can have a 4 or a 6 on a German whisper is when you can repeat digits. So for example, this one here, you could have a 4 because this and this could both be 9. For the same way, this could be a 6 because these can both be 1. But here, your corner spots, if this is a 6, you still have to have 2 1s in the same row. If this is a 4, 2 9s in the same row. Same thing here, same thing here. So that actually makes this a 4, 5, 6 triple. Which again is not like, it's not going to be very useful because we know this is just all the other digits. But something. Can we put a 4 here, here, or here? No. So the 4 is somewhere over here. And see here, we could put a 4. And here we could put a 4. So any of these have the capability to be 4, which is not as interesting. We know 4 is somewhere in the middle. Yeah, this could be, yeah, but there's still too many options of things that could be 4, so I'll just leave it at that for now. Have a quick bite of breakfast. Okay, where should we look next? Well, maybe this inequality sign's interesting because this points to the smaller of these two digits, right? And actually, how small can this digit be? Well, it can't be a 1. It can't be a 3. It can't be a 4. Okay, so this is either 2 or it's higher than 4. Maybe that's interesting. It's kind of a crappy pencil mark. It should be a lot better if this couldn't be 2. But oh well. Okay. So we have 2 high digits in this row already. Can these be the other 2? If they are, one of them has to be a 6. And that would mean this has to be a 6. And the 6 would then have to have double 1s. And this would be a low digit. In fact, let's just look at this quick and see if this helps us at all. So we're going to have this kind of pattern. Oh, that does help us, doesn't it? That does help. Is that correct, first of all? Sorry, I know that's very ugly colors. I'm going to get rid of them in a second. If this is one way, this is the other. So this is the other. Skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 1. Here, this and this. That is correct. And there's a 7, 8, 9 here. And we can see we need 4 low digits. So this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of these are 1, 2, 3, 4. And then these are 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to get rid of the colors because they're atrocious. And let's clean this up. Because now we know we need a 4 here. And it doesn't have a ton of spots it can go. This can't be a 4. It would force double 9s in the same row. This can't be a 4. Force double 9s in the same box. Neither can that. So we actually get a 4. Which means we get double 9s. So this is no longer a 9. This is no longer a 4. This is no longer a 9. None of these are 9s. This is not a 9. And this is not a 9. Wait, sorry. This could be a 9. That's silly of me to take off. This is not a 9, though. So, yeah, okay. This could not be a 4 anymore. Oh, and of course these aren't sixes because we had a 4, 5, 6 pair. Yeah, and that means that's not a 4. Sorry, the 4, 5, 6 pair. So we have a 7, 8 pair, a 1, 2, 3 triple. Get a toy then. I don't want you to bark at me. Come on, find a toy. Come on. Sorry. What kind of puzzle would it be without my dog barking at me? Go get your toy. All right. So, making a little progress here. Let's clean some things up. Could this be a 6? Require double ones. That could be a 6. This couldn't, though. This can't be a 4 anymore because, well, there's already a 4 in a row. This could be a 6. Double ones is fine. Now, yeah, that's still true. This can't be a 4 because we can't have double nines there. That's also true. Okay, miss. Hey, get a toy. Sorry, I realized I went completely quiet there for a sec. I'm just trying to think about where to go from here. Well, I guess we ask ourselves now where a 4 can actually really go in this box. And it can only go here or here. So 4 is in the middle. What does that say about this box? 4 here or here. It still doesn't quite do it, does it? Close now. 4 is getting pretty restricted. But not fully. Well, okay. I'm going to ask another question now. And it's the same question I had somewhere else here I used. Oh, the same thing that applies here, doesn't it? This cell, how could this be a 7? For it to be a 7, we'd have to have 1 and 2 hinging it. We can't. This is 1, 3. So at the very least, there's a 3 on this always. So this is an 8 at least, but it could be a 9. And then this one, there is a world where this could be a 7 because this could be 1, 2. And this could be a 7 because this could be 2, 1. Well, we know at least this is 8 or 9, which doesn't quite do anything, unfortunately. Um, well, both of these digits see both of those digits. That actually might be interesting because if how does this work in my head? I don't think there can be a 7 on this now. Sorry, no, that doesn't make sense. This could if 7 and 8, you could have 1 and 2, 2 and 3. Yeah, never mind. There's almost something interesting there, but just not quite. I mean, this digit, for example, what again, this could be the same as this. So this digit, this could be 8, 9, 8, and then this could still be a 3. Yeah, it can't actually restrict that very much yet. Like I was initially hoping we could. Now, it is true. Maybe here's a better thing to look at. these are three separate digits, aren't they? There's not a world where this digit can see only two of these, and they can't repeat. This is all the digits 1, 2, and 3. So this could never be a 7. This has to be an 8. And that makes this a 7. And now, because this is a 7, we can't have a 3 on either side of it. Sorry, we can't have a 3 on either side of it. This is a 1, 2 pair now. There's always going to be a 3 somewhere here. Likely, I think it's going to be there. But it doesn't have to be. This could be a 9. Okay. Is that interesting? Oh, that is interesting. Look, this 7 sees this 8. So we get another digit there. We remove these ability to be 8s. They're a 7, 9 pair now. Which means what? There's always going to be a 7. There's always going to be a 9. If this is a 7, it sees both of these. If this is a 7, it sees both of these. These can't be 3 anymore, can they? Because they're always going to see a 7, no matter what. If this is a 7, it sees this and this. If this is a 7, it sees this and this. Either way, you can't have a 3 here. If this is a 3, it looks at both of these. This is a 7, 9 pair. And this is a 1, 2 pair. And that gives us a 3. And that 3 is going to clear a lot of stuff up, because this could never be a 7 anymore. That's an 8. And that's a 9. And that makes this a 7. And because this is a 7, this is now a 1. Because it can't be a 3. And it makes this a 3. That's a 2 now. This is not a 7. Nor is it a 9, actually. This is an 8. And this can't be a 4 anymore, because this can't be a 9. So this is 1. Now this is a 9, because we have an 8 in a row already. That gives us an 8 here. Wow. Oh, and now this is a 4, because that's the only other spot it could be, which gives us a 4 there. This is no longer an 8. This is only 6 or 7. Which means neither of these are 3, because they'll both always see this one cell. Now we have a 1, 2 pair here. Gives us a 3 here. This could no longer be a 6. Oh, actually, look, this can't be a 6 or 7 or 8. This is a 9. And actually, well, that could repeat. Never mind. So, all right. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, and it really could go anywhere. It's fine. But what do we say now? This is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. No cleaning up yet. But this is more interesting now, at least a little bit, because now this cannot be an 8. This can't be 9. And we have a 1, 2 pair here, so this can't be 2. So this is 5, 6, 7, and then this has to just be 6, 7, or 8. So it needs to be 1. It needs to be bigger. Awesome. Oh, and then that 4 solves this 4, which takes this 4 out of play. And once the 4 has to be down here, that can't be the 4 anymore. So the 4 is up here. And our 4s are going to be almost done, really. Only a few more spots left. Okay. Awesome. So what are these two digits? 5 and 6, right? This and this, 5 and 6. That's true. Oh, you know what? And now let's consider 9s. 9s don't go there, nor do they go there. And this can't be 9 because it has to be smaller than this digit. So this is a 9. It's the only spot left that you could have one. 9, 7. This is no longer a 7. 7 is now only in one of two places in this box. And that means 7 has to be in this middle row, but it can't be there. So this is a 7. And that forces a 7 here via Sudoku, all things. So now we need a 7 somewhere down here. And what about this row now? Less interesting. 3 different spots. We could have a 7. Oh, this is a 6 now because of that. Oh, wow. And actually, that is interesting, because if this is a 6, these are double 1s. And then this is a 5. And then this is a 6. And then this is not a 6 anymore. And what does that say? Once this can't be a 6, 5, 7, or 7, 8. Yeah, that's true. All right, okay. We're finally cooking with gas here. What are these two digits? We need a 2. Ah, and look at that. We have a 1-2 pair here. This can't be a 2. So this is a 2, and then what is this? This is naked single. 1, 2, this is a 3. Oh, and then there's a 1 in here now. So this is a 2. This is a 1. Neither of these are 1, which I already knew. I just didn't get rid of the pencil marks. This is a 2, 3 pair, and a 5, 6, 7 triple. These two digits. What do we need? 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, and 8. 5, 6, and 8. This is not 6. Down here, we're going to need a few digits, but none of them are the 4. The 4 is always here. And then I feel like there's too many things to well, let's just pencil mark this box. 5, 6, and 8. And we can see clearly that 8 can't go anywhere else. So this is an 8, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 6. And this is now a 4, 5 pair. This is now a 7. This is a 6. This is a 5. This is now an 8. This is now unresolved 5 or 7. This is also just 5 or 7. And then that just makes this a 3, doesn't it? It's the only option. This is then a 1. This would be a 2. 5. This is a 6. Down this row, we have 1, 2. We need a 3 and a 9. I'm sorry about my dog. I'm just gonna let her get this out of her system for. I'm trying to. We're so close to being done this. I'm gonna pause this very briefly and let her bark this out. Here we're back. And we're so close to being done. So we're just finishing this. 9 can't go up there. So what do we need in here? We need 3, 9, and 8. This is not an 8, so this is an 8. It's the only option. And then this is a 3, 9. Okay. Up here, we need from 1, 2, 5, and 7. So that's just what we need there. This can't be a 1. So 1, 2, 5, 7. This is not a 1. This is not a 7. Down here, all sorts of digits. Okay. Let's turn our attention to, well, where should we look instead? Maybe let's just start highlighting some digits. 2 somewhere over there. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's perfect. I can't put a 2 in this row, right? If we highlight the 2s, we know we need a 2 somewhere here. And we need a 2 somewhere here. But none of these can be 2. So this is 2. This is 1. So 2's up here. 2 is somewhere down here. 2's anywhere up here. Okay. Let's look at 3's maybe. Oh, yeah, and now we have a 3 here. So 2, 3. No longer 2. This is a 2, and we have a 5, 7 pair. And that is gonna, that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that does it. There's a 2 here. Oops, 2 there. And that's the last of the 2s. Let's look at 1s. So we have tons of 1s. So 1 has to be in one of 2 places. Up here, where does 1 go? Only there. Which is gonna put a 1 here. All the 1s are done. All the 2s are done. 3's almost done. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, 3's aren't quite done, so we could have 3 in a couple spots. Let's look at 4s. 4, 5. Oh, yeah, okay, so that 4 solves this now. That's a 4, that's a 5. And the 4s are done. 5s are not quite done. There's lots of real estate for 5s. Well, but this is a 7 now, which makes this a 7. I'm just gonna let my dog out quick. Sorry, I'm gonna keep the video running, and I will just let her out really quick. You are being very loud. You know that? Being very loud this morning. Okay. We're so close to being done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 8. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the 8s are done. 9. 9. 9, of course, just in one spot. 9 just in one spot. 9 just in one spot. 3. 3. 3s are done. 9s are done. 1s are done. What do we need here? 5 and 6. 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. 25 minutes, 10 seconds. I did like this puzzle. Very, very fun. 181 people have solved it in 17 hours. Shadow-nexus. Great puzzle. I hope everyone gives it a try. And consider subscribing and liking if you enjoy what you see, and I will see you in the next one.